Secondo me Tommaso che ci sta sabotando lo streaming.
Sempre quello, no? Russa. E... Sta iniziando, adesso dovrebbe ricominciare. Ok, sto trasmettendo dal vivo in teoria. Adesso funziona? In teoria funziona.
Hello, we're live again? It's working, Max?
Probably.
Let me see.
Seems to be working now.
Seems to be working.
Okay, guys.
Okay, hello everyone. Here we are again. Let's try again. See.
Sorry for the interruption. Technical difficulties.
Let me see the question, if there's any question.
Okay, so we'd like to thank you everyone for your support on Kickstarter. We are doing really great. We're over 50%. You were saying, Nick, right?
Yes. Right now we passed the 50% threshold, and we're doing great. We're getting a lot of support, a lot of questions, and if anybody wants to, join in and ask anything here, I will be more than pleased to answer all your questions. Right now, I think there's not a lot of people on the chat. Maybe I don't know if anybody has a question.
We had some question on the Kickstarter page.
Oh yeah, we can answer those here too.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea. So the first question was, I think one of the most interesting question was about the rules, Max, which you are the main writer, and there are going to be any way to create your own obscure Darkmaster. So tell us, what is the Darkmaster first, then? And
yeah, definitely. Yeah. You'll be able to create any Darkmaster you want, basically, using the rule provided in the manner. There are some guidelines, there are some special abilities you can give, some different type of minions and servant a Darkmaster can have. You can plague your players with, basically. So yes, you can come up with your own. We'll provide some examples in the core book, so you'll be able to use those to begin to play.
Sorry, guys, I'm
right
back.
away. Hey, hi Paolo,
Hey, Paolo.
joining us again. But
Are we live now?
Yes,
yeah,
right,
should be alright. But so in short, the answer is yes. You can create your own Darkmaster.
Okay. Okay, another question we had here, besides all the awesome congratulations we got. It's somebody's asking if there's going to be in the future any like a supplement or compendium that that goes over less visceral and gruesome. I would add lethal at this point. Combat system. So tell us a little bit about the combat system, Max. Even though Tom, which is the main creator of the combat system, is not live with us right now, but hey, here it is.
I think it's speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking about.
Hello.
We were talking about you.
So, Tom, we were saying that on the Kickstarter page, someone asked us if we will be going to support an alternative, less gruesome combat system in maybe some future supplement.
Yeah, actually, it's something I was thinking about the other day, offering some sort of simplified combat system, maybe not exactly less deadly, but yes, less gruesome.
Yeah, we were talking about what was in the beginning when we were, creating the project. We came across some ideas of less less complex, and complex probably not around, but less visual, less gruesome combat system. But
Yes,
right now we just like
it's quite punishing and can be really.
yes. And I experienced it on my own skin
Crunchy.
in the past. So, so let's see any other question here.
So people, how are we?
How are we doing?
Yeah, that's
Are we doing right? Well,
we are right now we're at $10,281. So we are a little bit less than $5,000 away from
that's
founding
fun.
goal.
is it
That's
good?
fantastic. Yeah.
Is
that's-
it bad? Is it so and so? Is it
I think it's good considering.
good? Okay.
It's great.
It's great, and
3
obviously
hours.
we'd like to thank every supporter and every bakers.
Yes,
So
of course.
you guys are the true heroes that help us fighting the hordes of the Black Master.
The Darkmaster it's getting really shaky right now. All these people joining the fight against him, I can feel. Let's see. If
Okay, now I see.
yes, okay. Anybody has any question?
Could you please shoot me the link to the YouTube channel because I can't find it.
I'll give
Yeah.
it to you here. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
And okay.
Okay, and I think there was also some questions about how the book, the rules and the adventure will be presented in the final book, in the final product. And
Yeah.
in case that is not clear from the Kickstarter,
Yes,
basically,
I got some questions about that also on Facebook Messenger
Okay.
and on WhatsApp from some
yeah.
friends.
So basically, it will be all one big book, one big hardbound book that will contain the rules, obviously, the spells, the bestiary, and the adventure. So the Shadows of the Northern Woods campaign will be included in the book. We put it all together to make it easier to carry it around and have you to be used at the table. So you just have a single book to carry with you when you're gonna play. And the tables, like critical strike tables and other useful useful rules cheat sheet will be included with the GM screen in a special booklet printed just for that. So you won't have to flip around in the book to constantly check on tables, but you'll be able to just look on the GM screen or in the booklet that comes with it. So that's also that. And I believe there were many who asked us for a landscape GM screen, because the mock-up, the prototype we have now is in a portrait format. Portrait format. So yes, we're trying different things, and Tom here is trying to.
Yeah, right now nothing is written in stone. Actually, I always had and preferred myself portrait GM screens, but I can see the point of people asking for a landscape format, because it gives basically the same amount of space for tables and stuff, and also offers a better visibility to the table.
Yeah, you don't have to stand to see your players.
Yeah, your players will always be fudging their dice, and so better to have a clearer look over them.
We'll probably do a survey either during the Kickstarter campaign
That was the idea.
or right afterward to see how what's the preferred version. And we could also, since there's a digital version of the GM screen, I think that we could
Eventually offer both.
we could offer both in digital form, and then just one in physical form.
Yeah, makes sense.
So okay, any other question? Don't know, Nick, if you are watching the Kickstarter page.
Yeah, it was my duty, right?
Yeah.
Well,
But
I mean, it's your fault. You trust me. So no, there's not really any other question on the Kickstarter campaign. We got some question on shipping, but as we mentioned in the Kickstarter campaign, shipping right now, everything is clear on the page, and we want to do our best in order to provide the bakers with the best price possible. So.
Shipping is always sensible topic, because we have little control about that. To tell the truth, we will obviously be pursuing. We'll be looking for the best deal for you, obviously for the bakers, because
also because we are bakers, so we understand.
We are the so. Basically, yes, we don't have definitive infos on that right now. But
the info that we have right now are the most accurate, and if anything, we're just going to try to. The prices should not be too far from those prices that we put on the page.
Hopefully not. Yeah. We worked out probably a solution to keep the costs as low as possible.
Yeah, it was at the 11th hour, but we managed to do it.
Really.
Yeah.
Just because this is being a huge concern for us, so it's not.
Yes, actually, shipping cost is something I never paid attention to as a baker on Kickstarter, except when finally getting the rewards. I always paid whatever the number was, but arranging a campaign, of course, this is an important matter to consider. So we experimented with different solutions for shipping from a single fulfillment center in the US, or either having two fulfillment centers in one in the US, one in Europe. In the end, we're still uncertain on how we will actually ship all the books, but we will see at the end of the campaign, based on how much bakers should we have from Europe, from the US, from UK, and the rest of the world.
Yeah, we're gonna move accordingly to that numbers for sure.
So I see we are nearing our funding goal. We're very close, actually, and obviously that's awesome. And it also gave us the
71%.
Yeah, 71%, man. Guys, you're really awesome. Don't know what to say. We're really speechless. And since we're here, I thought we could talk about the various stretch goals, since we may be able to reach them.
Yeah. Okay, so the stretch goals. Who wants to talk about that? You came in late, so this is on you.
Yeah.
So the first stretch goal will be reached at me make sure that I have it in front of me.
Yeah, the first, I think it's the digital wallpaper.
Yeah, the digital wallpaper is the first one.
So Thomas,
Yeah.
our art
But we're
director.
really close to unlock it. I mean, we're 50% to unlock it right now.
Yeah.
It's 20,000, so we are over the 10,000 threshold.
So we're not.
Yeah, I was working just minutes ago on an illustration for the one of the wallpapers.
I think we can give a little sneak peek to it.
Oh yeah, probably yes. Let me know if this could work.
Let's try. If it doesn't break the
No,
stream
the
again.
universe.
I don't think so. Forgive me if I break the internet. You still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a question after
Yeah.
from Giulio.
Let me know if I can share directly my iPad screen.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Before we broke the stream when Max tried to do something. Probably you can.
Okay. Let me see. No, not this way. Okay, let's try it another way.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you see this?
Can you? There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we're doing the old way basically.
Yes.
So yeah, that's just a sneak peek of some of the art Tom is preparing for us for the. Ooh. Yeah, that remember me something. Yeah. Really, that's really wholesome.
We can open a
Well,
contest.
I mean, Tommaso draw it, but we have to
version.
So that will be part of the digital wallpaper pack. That will be our first stretch note.
Yeah. We will split the digital wallpaper pack half and a half between black and white artwork and full color or colorized artwork.
Yeah. So the first question.
We're breaking again.
Si è bloccato lo streaming porco 2.
No, ok.
Ok.
We're...
Dicevamo ci sta una domanda. There's a question from Giulio that he asked us if we expected such a huge success
on the first hour. No, definitely not. It's a big surprise, and we're really grateful. Thank you guys. You guys really wholesome. We really didn't expect that. It's really.
If I was like Keanu Reeves, I should have said you're breathtaking, but as you can see, I'm not even close to.
We are working on that. We're working on that.
And
I mean, I'm far more good looking than him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I was about to say the same thing about myself, but
shall we keep on talking about the stretch goals, maybe, Tom?
Yeah, the stretch goals.
Okay, actually, sorry to
first.
interrupt. That's an interesting question. in the chat. So Durden here is asking if there's going to be a specific book for a campaign setting. So
That's a tricky question.
Good one.
good one, but not in the core book.
Yeah, the setting it will be more
For now, right, guys. So yeah, the Kickstarter is just for the rules and the campaign, the Shadows of the Northern Woods campaign,
Which is, by the way, a little sneak peek of the whole setting.
Yeah, we have some settings. If the campaign goes well, if the game gets published, we're planning on revealing more of this setting, possibly in a separate book. We actually have multiple setting ideas, but right now most of them are just ideas and notes.
Yeah, like a collection of scribbles and scraps and the like. One thing we did was naming each character depicted in the artwork. Either it be an iconic playing character or an NPC, and write a small flavored text about him or her, and in that way adding some details to the setting.
Yeah.
You will probably read this flavor text on the on the full rules, the core rules.
So that's also a kind of sneak peek of what the full setting will be.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Okay.
Some noise in the background. I don't know from which of you came. Okay. Was
Okay,
Paolo, of course.
Yeah.
Funky as ever.
So yeah, after the digital wallpaper stretch goal, we were planning to release some more kins.
Yeah, game content.
See.
Yeah. And also one of my personal favorites will be the Firbolgs, a kin of half giants that will surely kick some serious ass.
Definitely, yeah. And after that, we want to go too far, but we've got great content that will be added to the book, like some additional adventures, some written by very talented writer like Scott Malthouse, who recently published the Romance of a Perilous Land, a great medieval Arthurian myth Britain RPG. And we also have a great fiction, introductory fiction by Paul Kidd. And for those who remember that, he's the author of some really classic fantasy books like Expedition to White Pine Mountain and Descent in the Depth of the Earth, is if I'm correct, yeah, and Queen of the Demon Wed Beasts. Yeah, sorry for my pronunciation, that's quite a mouthful. But basically, for the stretch goals, instead of adding extra bits and stuff that will also wait on the shipping costs, we are focused on adding more content to the book and more playable material for you immediately, basically. So its stretch goal will be basically make the book larger.
We have a question on the Kickstarter messages, and Riz is asking, how easy would it be to run this as a duet game?
As
As a duet, so like a duo, like two people running the game, like
Yeah.
two people.
the master
question.
with one char. It's a game master and one player. I think it could be done. It's probably basically I think the main difficulty will be selecting the right passion for the player character. I think Tom.
Yes. Since we're on the topic, why don't you tell us more about passions? Maybe not everybody knows.
So I think Tom has more experience in running
games with a single player and a GM. I always do like the player, of course, plays his character, and I, as a GM, try to tie in the story his character and also add some very interesting recurring NPCs, like game masters player characters, basically, that I can tie to the passions and drives of the player's character. So in this way, I can also give that sense of of party, of fellowship, and generally it came up very good. I can remember not in the recent past, but from some years ago, some very long spanning campaigns played only with one player and the GM at the table. So it's basically doable with against the Darkmaster. You have to tweak the game a little and use some best practices to convey the right gaming experience, probably.
Yeah, I think
I want to write some blog post about that in the future.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think the most difficult part will be probably. I mean the good part is that both player will be very invested, so
Yep.
you'll get some really good role-playing moment from that, because it's just you and the other players, so you have to be very invested in the campaign to make it work. And the real difficulty will be keeping track of all the NPCs, possibly, because a single player campaign will obviously need a high amount of NPCs. With the main character basically will be interacting with a lot of different NPCs, so that's probably more work for the GM.
Yeah. Also scale the game down to allow a single player character, even if helped by some NPCs, to confront dangers, combat, and so on, because combat against the Darkmaster is a deadly thing. You probably don't want to enter combat with multiple opponents alone.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay.
This was a question from Reese, and I'm just finishing to answer him. And let's see, do we have any other question? There was a question before about. I'm sorry, I got it lost. Can't find the question anymore. I don't think we have any question right now.
Okay.
I got one from
Okay.
an Italian group on Facebook concerning the Italian version
Okay.
of the game.
Okay.
Basically, Ciro is asking if we plan to release the first thing is if the Kickstarter is for the English version of the game only. The answer is yes, basically. But we are considering the chance to offer a coupon for a free download of the Italian version of the rules as soon as they will be ready to all bakers of adventurer level and up as a stretch goal of the campaign. But we are still unsure about that. And the second question from Ciro is if we plan to release the game in Italy, in Italian, of course, in game stores. And the answer here is also yes. We are talking we are in the talk with some publishers and distributors in Italy. So it's something we would really like to see happen.
Okay. So we're really close to funding now, and we can't state how happy we are to see how much people are loving our project, and we're really taken back from your love, guys. And I think that's it's all for now. We are just
Since how long we launched the Kickstarter campaign? Less than 3 hours.
yeah.
No, yes, we launched it 2 hours and 20 minutes ago.
That's
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. And now the
it's actually
algorithm,
great. Yeah.
algorithm for Kickstarter has updated, and we are among the first 15 projects under games.
That's really awesome.
And I hope that the algorithm relaxes more, so the pitch is ups. And I think that I don't know if you have any other question. Maybe we can. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Max.
think
You're the director here.
we're. I think we're good now for now. We'll probably do Q&A later on during the campaign, or if you have any question, just reach us either on the on the Kickstarter page or
the Facebook
Discord
page.
Oh, we have a question. We have a question, guys. We have a question.
Where are the bakers from? All around the world, basically. Yeah. We've seen bakers from USA, from Italy, from all over Europe and other
Israel
countries too. Yeah.
Israel, Brazil.
So really, bakers from all over the world, and that's another big surprise for us. We're really happy, and we'd like to thank you everyone for your support. You're awesome, really, and I think that can be all for now. So see you next time here on YouTube, and don't forget to check the Kickstarter page down in the link down below if you still haven't. So thank you again, guys, and bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.